December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know this is officially Music Monday. Y'all see the link up in the chat. Sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and you know it is free to sign up. Well, of course, we talk a lot of sneaker talk, but of course, we talk music. We got a sports section, a food section, you name it. Tonight's topic, man, if you haven't been living under a rock, yesterday the news is broke that pretty much Jay-Z has been added to the lawsuit with Diddy with all these like allegations that have been coming out of what has pretty much been going on with these Diddy parties, so to speak. I also want to throw out there, this is all alleged and opinionated base. We don't know a damn thing at all. And also, I want to throw out there that this is a civil suit, not an actual like criminal suit. So that pretty much means there's money involved. And before we even get started, we're going to be giving a update on the Lil Durk case, murder for hire update. But y'all see who we got in the building. I'm going to let them do their proper introductions.
Hey y'all, it's Nav. I hope everyone's weekend was chill. I hope everyone's Monday wasn't as bad as mine. I've been sick. Has anyone else been sick? I want to know if it's just me who got whatever's going or not. But yeah, what's up, y'all?
Okay, cool. You want to shout out any socials or anything like that before we get started?
Oh, my socials. I'm kidding. But I have Instagram, Navia Elise, NAVIAELISE. My TikTok, I don't even know anymore. I think it's like no context nav. I have a Twitch in the works for those who like gaming. I'm definitely going to join the Discord soon and see if I can get him to add some gaming. I know he doesn't game, but I do.
We actually do have a gaming section in there. Dunks,
what type of games? What type of games?
Well, I don't know because I'm not a gamer, but we do have gamers in the Discord, and Dunks is one of the gamers, so you can go in there, add yourself, and make some recommendations or what have you. And I guess what y'all call like the screen names, you can put that in there as well. So we actually do have a gaming section. I think I put it in there like 2 months ago, roughly. So salute to Dunks for that. Of course, Dunks. Yeah, so salute to Dunks for that. That's a good thing with having a good variety of just homies, right? Okay, so pretty much tonight's topic, right? Pretty much, I guess I'm not sure if you've been living under a rock because I kind of gave you the like titles of what we're going to talk about tonight, and I know the first thing you typed in Jay-Z, what came up. So we're not going to use the R word around here.
Yeah, I was definitely under a rock with the Jay-Z because when you said Jay-Z, I was like, what's going on with Jay-Z? Like, huh? Yeah, so, that was a shock to me. But
so one of the things that I want to say, just one of the rules I asked you to say, and this is a YouTube thing, not me, the R word that he's being accused of, that's what we're going to refer to. Do not say anything.
I wasn't going to say that anyway. It's such a weird word.
I'm just making sure. But it'll be good because we'll get a female perspective as well. And then also, we're going to start with Little Durk's situation first because I feel like we can get through that more quickly because I feel like this Jay-Z and Diddy situation with this lawsuit is going to take a little bit to dissect, right? Okay. Because obviously this has been going on
There's
for
levels. It's like an onion.
that is the perfect description for this. It's definitely more levels because if you guys haven't been living on a rock as well, like it's been known for a while or it's been put out there for a while that there was other people that was more lawsuits was coming from the attorney that's been filed by. His name is Tony Buzbee. I think he's based out of Texas, but don't quote me on that. But he had been said that already. Now keep in mind again, like I said at the beginning of the live, this is civil suits meaning money. So I mean, at the same time, he said himself that he had already been reaching out to other people to try to settle things quietly without putting their names out there. So honestly, I don't know if any of this is true, but it definitely feels like a blackmail situation. But again, I don't know. Because I always ask the question, and I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole of when this actually all started. Why does it take so long for people to speak up? And maybe you, being a female, maybe you could see why. Not to keep throwing you under the bus because I know
I mean, I can definitely see like both perspectives in this situation. And I will definitely say that like I feel like some people, especially when it comes to people who have like an actual, foundation, an actual place, what do I want to call it? A pillar. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually stand above you, they tower above you in importance, in financially, popularity and all that. I feel like it would be scary to like, turn to a ton of people who love this person so much and be like, this person is actually a monster. And like, you already know, like they love them so much. Why would they believe me? So I feel like some cases it's easier to come out after somebody else.
Yeah, like once one person kind of breaks the
Yeah,
seal.
like once one person like speaks up, then you're like, okay, well, maybe I can do it too, since they're listening to her. You know what I'm saying?
Probably hence what we call, and I hate to bring this up, but the Me Too movement that started years ago. We've seen a lot of people have faced a lot of lawsuits, man. Right down from Russell Simmons. I can think of that off the top of my head. Of course, we got Jay-Z adding to this. We got Diddy. Who else we can? Bill Cosby. If we're gonna really take it back deeper, right? It goes all the way stem from like Bill Cosby. Like that's the one that caught me off guard the most. Again, Bill had already settled his stuff, and that's why he's kind of like out. I'm not gonna say a fully free man, but basically with Bill Cosby, just giving you guys a little bit of background is pretty much same scenario. He settled it, but the lady brought it back up again. But one thing about the legal system, you're not, and this happens actually more than you think. But one thing that's illegal in this country is called double jeopardy, meaning you can't be charged for the same thing twice. So with Bill's situation, he had to take it up to the federal court, right? To pretty much for them to rule like, hey, yeah, he's already settled this out of court. You can't charge him for the same thing twice, is what I got from it. Now, again, I want to say this, going up to the federal court, if anybody's who's been through the legal system before or been there, one thing you're going to learn, whether you have an attorney, it's cost money. If you have an attorney, it costs 4 times the amount, probably even more than that, right? So I say all that to say not many people get to take their stuff up to the federal courts because everybody ain't got the bag, and I'm not counting everybody's pockets. But these guys, if anybody's got it, it's gonna be these guys. But we're gonna start with Lil Durk's update because as you know, he's currently behind bars. He's been locked up for, I guess, a murder for hire situation. His attorneys are saying that pretty much they're using his lyrics as evidence, and pretty much everything that's pretty much came out, they have no real evidence against him. So we're gonna definitely read through that real quick. I see we do got one individual in the building. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Riches, or hopefully I'm saying that correctly. My bad, homie. He says, "Yo, what up, Captain? Hoping this holiday season been treating you and all and yours well, love." Okay, cool, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, holiday, I can't complain. Very smooth. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be glad when it's over with while they're here. I do get excited for the moment, but at the same time, I don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? I'd be glad, but I also be ready for them to get over with too. But I mean, because everything is a lot like the family side of things, awesome, right? But then work, it's feel like everybody's trying to push everything in before the new year, and it's kind of like, bro, like y'all should have been pushing this months ago. But I mean, I'm not gonna talk about work tonight because Nav knows of anybody I can go all night, literally on that alone. But
Rate today 1 out of 5 for work. 1 out of 5.
5 being good and 1 being
5 is good. 1 is crap.
oh shit, 2.5. That's easy.
I feel like that's great because I feel like he's about to be like 1.
Nah, but let me share my screen real quick. We're gonna get on this Lil Durk situation real quick. So, says Lil Durk's lawyers claim feds have no real evidence against him in the murder for hire case. Lil Durk, I said ducks, but Lil Durk attorneys have claimed that the prosecutors have no substantial evidence against the Chicago rapper, despite charging him with murder for hire. Durk's team attorneys made up of Drew Fenelon and Marsha Goldberg of the Fenelon law firm. So Drew Fenelon, I'm almost positive he's one of those top dog attorneys, and I think he's based out of Atlanta. And I'm gonna just put us back on the main screen because I want to say that because if I'm thinking of who I'm thinking of, he's represented the forms of YFN Lucci, which he got him a good deal. The baby, which that's person that he always hired for whenever he's putting his hands on somebody, allegedly. But he's a free man.
Allegedly.
Yeah, again, allegedly, because he beats the cases, so I'm gonna leave it alone. And then I think he was also hired to Lil Boosie. He represents Lil Boosie as well from time to time. And from what I get from it, he's one of those. He's the top dog attorney, meaning he don't have. From what I got from this too, because I've been watching a lot of interviews. He's the type of attorney where if you've ever hired one, they usually go off a retainer fee. His is not. He got a flat rate. And
like you're gonna pay this. Like I get this.
Yeah, this is not no. Because let me break down this like retainer fee. If you ever hired an attorney, what I hate about it. So they'll say like, okay, cool. I need this in my retainer fee, meaning you have to pay this much. And they always and it's gonna sting, right? It's never cheap, and not for me anyway. But so they'll say, okay, cool. You pay this, and then I work by the hour though. So look, pretty much, I'm only gonna pull from the retainer when I need it. If we get the case settled out and everything, goes according to plan, whatever is not used, it comes right back to you. Meaning they had to have it sold to you like we may not even have to use all the money, and you're gonna get it back. If they say it's X amount, hell, we may not only use but a few dollars in your back. I'll let you in on a little secret. If you believe that, I got some land in Idaho for sale for you. Because Because I will tell you this, they're going to use every dime of the retainer fee, no matter what. And I know
gas money, their coffee, their printing paper, their notepad, their pen, their everything.
No, they don't even have to do that because the fees usually they're gonna be like, all right, we make $2.50 an hour anyway out of that whole joint. And then also they'll be like, if you email them, they charge you per email, they charge you per phone call, stuff like that. Stuff like if you just got a general question, you need to talk to them, they're charging you for that. They charge for every little thing. They don't even include their like glass and all that because they're gas and coffee and all that because they nickel and diming you for everything else. You email them. If they gotta call you, they charge you. Like, let me put it this way, it's cheaper for them to call you than to call them. So I hate it because every attorney, when I saw that, I'm like, nope, I don't want to hear from them. And I'm not paying for it.
I feel like mine was different then, but I feel like that had to be like it was a demographic thing, I feel like, because my lawyer had a certain background. So I feel like that just made her more efficient. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a total of 7 different attorneys. Yeah, I'm still recovering financially. I'll just put it like that. Let's see. We got the Slayer in the building. Says, "What's Gucci sneaker familiar?" Which is family in Spanish. What up? What up, Slayer? Y'all smash that like button as y'all coming out. What up? Y'all smash that like button. So let me Google who Drew Fenelon is just to make sure I'm on the right person because I'm almost positive.
You got to see his face to believe it.
Yeah, I know who it is, but I have a feeling it's the guy that does like a pimp named Slickback Comeback joint. If I had to describe it, but he seems like a cool dude, man. But yeah, that's him. That is exactly who I thought it is. I'm gonna put him on the screen. He's actually done interviews with Vlad, aka Glad, as Boosie like to call him, but Yeah, he's done that. So this is Drew Finnelan. You can even see him right when I Google him. He's hugged up with Young Thug, meaning
Yeah.
at some point he's represented him before. So from what I got, he's based out of Atlanta. Okay, so there's three big attorneys in Atlanta that's like the guaranteed you good, and he's number two. He's not considered number one. He's considered number two. Number
He
one
looks
is
like Better Call Saul from Breaking Bad, the lawyer who helped him. Yeah.
yeah, basically. So he's that person that he's not the number one attorney, but he's the if you can't get the number one, this is the runner up. So Thugs had Brian Still, but he's hugged up with this guy. So at some point, whatever it is, he's got him out of that too. Sometimes though, I will say with the hair, man, sometimes you got to know when to let it go. But I mean, I would assume this guy, I don't what we should probably Google is his net worth, because I guarantee
I'm sure he has the money for one of those a toupee thingies, the glue on man
I mean,
wig.
what's the point if you like think about this? Like, rumors is allegedly Wine if he settled the case with YF and Lucci and got him only a few. He got like time served. He got him a great deal, and it still was like 300K. So I mean, yeah, the guy's not cheap. I'm gonna just put it like that.
Yeah,
But
so he could get a toupee if he cared about his hair.
I mean, it ain't even that deep. What's the point when you getting bags like that? You know, but at the same time, if he's getting good deals like this is the guy you want on your team. You know what I'm saying? I've always heard the term like, which kind of gets on my nerves. People like when I get through certain situations, they're like, you get a good attorney, you should be all right. I'm gonna just say this. This is one I was gonna say it differently, but I don't never know whose help I may need. So I'm gonna word it differently. It would be nice. I don't think I can afford this guy, but it's like I guess that's one of those you just gotta get. You know what I'm saying? Some tells me he gets. Some people put you on. You can't just pull up to him and be like, "Hey, man, I need your services." You know what I'm saying? He's probably
Yeah,
got.
you need a reference to go to him. Like
Yeah,
he referred
exactly.
you.
Yeah. Meaning I'm not there yet, right? I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm
I
not
feel that's
there.
a good thing to not be there. You know what I'm saying? To not have that referral, I feel like that's a great place to be.
Exactly. It says the alleged that the prosecution is using that the rapper's lyrics is a sign that they have little real evidence against the client. That said to TMZ, when you see an artist rap lyrics quoted as evidence against them, it's a glaring indication that there is no real evidence against the person. According to the prosecutors, Durk revealed that led up to the 2022 murder for his rap rival Quando Rondo cousin Lou Pab. So that's pretty much the cousin of Quando Rondo, right? Okay, these names, yeah, I can tell where they're based out of, but I'm gonna leave it right there.
Don't do
So
them like that.
I'm sorry, but I love us though. You know what I'm saying? Do you think, right, while I'm reading through this, because I know you've had to hear this from time to time, most of these rappers that have been getting caught up, they use their lyrics against them, the stuff they rap about. Do you think that should be fair, or should that fall under like that act of freedom of speech, which I feel like that's one of our constitutional rights is freedom of speech?
It definitely shouldn't. It definitely shouldn't be used in court anymore because not only is it freedom of speech, but another lawyer who I think she's either a Chicago or an Atlanta lawyer, but she's a criminal defense attorney. And one of the things that she always preaches is that artistic expression cannot be proof of a crime. Like music and art, that's just an artistic expression. Like you can't keep pulling a song to court and being like, listen to this, man, listen to this. Yep, you hear it. Yep, he said it. He did it. Like, no, like what?
I mean, that's a gray area though, to be fair. I get what you're saying and what she's saying, but at the same time, if that's the strong evidence where I'll put it this way, if the person there are those people, I'm not saying this is Durk and I'm not saying this is anybody in this case allegedly, but I have allegedly heard some songs where the person points it from point A all the way to D. And I mean, like connect the dots where it's like,
okay, there are some songs where people are literally snitching on themselves, but like to say it's just such a thin line, you know what I'm saying? Like some people are stupid enough to get on here and go bar for bar, like I did this on this day, this time to this person, yeah. And then other people are really just talking about, I be thinking about yoking this, yeah, like I ain't did it, but I be thinking about yoking this one up, like
It's a gray area, right? I'll just leave it at that.
because some things are just, at best, most songs are just very inappropriate inner thoughts that you should have kept to yourself.
Yeah, some stuff, man. I must say this, and I say it all the time. If you're gonna do the crime, or if you're gonna do some dirt, one, it's best to just do it by yourself. And two, honestly, if you can't really feel like if you know that some way in shape or form it can be traced back to you, um, just probably not a good idea. I mean, I've been in scenarios where I had, and I'm just gonna leave it right there. But ultimately, I backed out because I'm like, no, because I always think in reverse. I'm thinking like, if you get caught, what I can never find a way where I'm gonna be able to clean up all the loose ends. So ultimately, I come to the realization where I'm like, man, it ain't even fucking worth it. You know what I'm saying?
And I
But
feel like I just have a very familiar face. Like it'd be like nah, like that was her. That's her face. Like
yeah, it's one of those, man. You gotta really to do crime. You really got to know what you're doing, especially in 2024 with we got 5G towers going up left and right. Your cell phones are going to ping from server to like tower to tower. Ironically, that's part of my field, so I know. Think about it. If you're going to do, you can't. It's so, and I'm not going to give. I'm not even going to give examples because I feel like I would be telling people.
I be watching all the true crime stuff. So you can't
Yeah,
have your phone with you. You can't. You gotta use somebody else's car. You gotta have everything covered, even your tattoos. Like they got a database for
and
tattoos.
they can still even get you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always something where people leave like a random.
If you're skinny, you gotta wear some padding. If you fat, don't
Yeah,
Spanx it
it's
up
a
something
lot.
to adjust your body shape.
It's a lot to go in there. So ultimately, I'm saying, guys, don't do crime, right? Um, Let me get back to the article. Then we'll transition probably in the next like 5 to 10 minutes to this whole Jay-Z thing, and then Diddy situation, and go on out from there. But it says that pretty much on Baby Ray's Space song, Wonderful Wayne and Jack Boy. So pretty much, apparently they have been taken. There's been, and I don't know if you've been kind of keeping up with the feud, but if you look at some of Dirk's songs and you look at some of Quando Rondo songs, it almost is a little ironic that they kind of it seems like they go title for title real quick, but neither
Mm-hmm.
one of them goes in depth, in my opinion, unless you just really have just been trying to be that person that's keeping up with it from point A to point B. But it says on the track he rapped, told me to get the Addy, go, got the location, go, green light, go, go, go. Look on the news and see your son, you screaming no, no. And they put pussy in parentheses, so I'm assuming he said that as an ad lib. So again, man, these you
I feel like that's such a stretch though, because here's the thing. Think about it. You're gonna tell me if you got like real beef with this man, like real beef, and you see like daddy crying on the news, you gonna tell me the petty in you, the petty in you, and go be like, boom, I'm about to make a song out of that right there. Like I ain't even got nothing to do with the crime, but I'm so petty, I'm going to use this in my song.
some people may not, but yeah, I mean, it is. I get what you're saying. It's still a gray
Like
area, but
I would laugh hard if Dirk just sat up there. He was like, I just hated him, bro. I just hated him and I wanted it to
I,
sting more.
I'm almost convinced, and I don't know this for sure. Almost every song where there's rap beef, if you listen to both artists, while they don't go too direct, it always feels like you just kind of know of what they possibly who they may be talking about. We don't know for sure, but it just kind of that's why I guess you can say the court of public opinion. We don't necessarily always help the situation, if you ask me.
Not at all, ever. Not ever.
Yeah. But it says while the song was released after the murder took place, Dirk's attorney denied there is any relation between the track and the fatal shooting. Says they said the claims in the indictment against Mr. Banks, which is Dirk's last name, are false and lacking in the most basic due diligence. The real truth is that Dirk Banks is a Grammy award-winning artist, a dedicated father, and loving husband. So I mean, that's definitely an attorney. That attorney wrote that verbatim. Honestly, he damn near convinced me. I mean, that's one of those you
At
can
this
tell.
point, I'm like,
To be
he's
honest,
trolling.
that feels like he just had that already written and just threw somebody erase his person name and put his. But that's the thing too. Not saying that's not the case, but with I hate the legal system so much because it's not like the shit you see on Judge Judy. You have to come correct. And these guys, this is why he makes the big bucks. He's coming with, proper lingo and everybody and nothing in the legal system. Everybody is Mr. and Mrs. and all that. I'm not it's just not for me. And ultimately, that's why I made the decision to try to stay my what out of trouble, man. Um, he says they added Mr. Banks has been intensely committed to giving back to the Chicago community, and he loves through his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation and has put on more than a dozen charitable events over the last few years. He is looking forward to fighting against this false allegation in court, which means it's going to be a lot of money. I'm going to tell you this, I will say this, if they can get your shit settled or you can cut a deal, it's definitely cheaper, especially if you can eventually get the stuff cleaned off over time, let's see. 50 Cent recently backed Lil Durk to beat the serious charges after hiring re-owned attorney Drew Finnelan, which that means 50's probably done some business with him too. It says in an Instagram post last month, Fifth shared the photo of Finnelan, who has represented the likes of Cardi B, Lil Baby, The Baby, and more. So the guy's got a good, he's got a good clientele.
It has to be weird though, you know what I'm saying? To be like that lawyer who's like, I know they did it, bruh, but like that's not y'all's business.
Nah, I mean that's what an attorney is for to do. And to be honest, they say tell them everything, but to be honest, you gotta let them. Honestly, you just gotta let them do their job too and answer the questions accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It says and noted that Dirks is in good hands. This is what 50 is saying. I will say this: if anybody's gonna give him, like I told you, he's the second runner-up. The only other person will be Brian Steele, but safe to say he was busy fighting the Thugs case, which some tells me he had his hands tied.
He was busy.
Yeah,
Okay?
I mean, but he was getting I don't even want to know what Thug them paid. You know what I'm saying?
A pretty penny. He did
slash still paying probably, and he definitely bring in a different bag, But yeah, some tell me that added up.
You saw that he got his lawyer modeling his clothes for his fashion.
I saw that, but I also saw that now that the other guys have actually beat the case, his attorney's going back and filing stuff to get it like updated to be like, okay, well, if they got off, then technically he wouldn't have, even though technically he pled guilty. But I think they're probably what they're going to try to do is get his probation like shortened because he got one hell of a probation time, So I think that's a little long. Like as a person who's had family members who have got like 3 years probation, it's hard to walk a tight rope for 3 years. Some people get 10 years, 5 years. I think Thug got 15. It's a long time to like say like don't even cross the street the wrong way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that because you can go back for anything. But yeah, to close out on this Durk situation, then we're going to transition to the Jay-Z and Diddy update. It says Lil Durk got Drew Finnelan on the case. He's sharp. He wrote, if the prosecution didn't cross their T's and dot their I's, he's gonna hit the bricks again. Durk has pled not guilty to all the charges and was recently extradited to Los Angeles from Miami. It says he's due to appear in court December 12th, which pretty much that is literally right around the corner 2 days from now because the day is December 9th to determine whether he will be granted bond. I think this will be his second time going up for bond. I don't know, man. And I'm pretty sure that's extra. You know what I'm saying? And then the bond is, yes, you could only have to pay 10%, but sometimes a judge, I've seen it where they'll make you pay the full amount. So like if they be like, if it's 10,000, you got to pay 1,000, 10% of that or whatever. But some tells me his ain't gonna be a 10,000,
because he got the money. They're like, come on, you got the money. You don't need a discount.
The thing is also with murder type of cases and murder for hire, for a Joe Schmo, it's gonna be like 100,000. So for like him, it's.
I feel like murder for hire charges or cases in general are just a stretch because it's basically just hearsay. Like unless you found the contractual agreement on the floor with my damn name and my payment and deposit, like
sometimes they do.
Very rarely, you just find a contractual agreement. Like at best, like maybe a money trail. Like maybe I bought some questionable items, but a
I
whole
mean,
like, yeah, I'm going to me.
rumors is and allegedly is that they used one of his credit cards to get some of the people out there to do the work. Allegedly, I don't know if it's true. Don't mean it's true, but I'm just saying that's a
Credit card
strong.
fraud is a thing though. Like you see what I'm saying? And especially like, how do y'all know someone in his entourage wasn't like, I'm gonna just swipe this
You're worse than me, though.
like
This
like
sounds
my
like
man
something I
stole
would
my card,
say.
bro. My man stole my
This
card.
sounds like
And
something I
he
would say.
be doing stuff, man. If anything, cancel my credit card. Damn. If y'all need to be looking into theft, talking about murder for hire.
They ain't trying to hear all that though. So let's transition on to the Jay-Z and Diddy situation. Looks like they have been Jay-Z's been added to all these Diddy civil suits has been filed by the attorney Tony Bixby. To the best of my knowledge, there may be more, but this is the one that we've seen recently. So Jay-Z's been accused of R-ing a 13-year-old girl, and Diddy lawsuit says it's a blackmail attempt. So this is my thing. Well, I'm gonna say this before we even get any further, right? If 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 Jay-Z beats this civil case, that's gonna be a win for Diddy too. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's being added to the same lawsuit, but if Jay-Z, because Diddy's trying to fight this behind bars, which is obviously harder, which I got a story on that as well. But if you're able to fight it being a free man, and Jay-Z's got a lot of like obviously income here to fight it. Um, if he beats it, then I'm assuming they're gonna be able to get Diddy stuff dismissed, and all he's got to focus is on the federal suit, which still is a big one. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure he don't want to play any of the clients. So keep in mind the difference between civil suit and criminal suit. Criminal suit, you could face jail time and or probation or all of the above. In some cases, even the death penalty, depending on what state you're in. Now, civil, meaning even if he loses, you're gonna have to pay some money. You know what I'm saying? And some tells me they want the big bucks. You know what I mean? Like Jay-Z's a known billionaire allegedly, so I would assume I can only imagine what the numbers are asking for. Um, Also, this is one of those proofs where we still haven't seen any strong evidence. We've just it's hearsay, like you said in the previous.
This isn't here. I mean, this one I'm a little because here's the thing. For someone, for this to be a blackmail attempt, I got something to blackmail you with. You feel me? Like I'm not like people don't just shoot blanks when they're blackmailing someone. Like they got something on you to blackmail you. Maybe it's not this exact thing that they're saying, but they got something either of equivalent or just as weird, if not weirder. Because you can't think about it. Blackmail only goes so far if they don't got nothing against you.
Yeah, true. But this is why Jay-Z is taking a stand and fighting back. Other people sometimes it's been known, not just Jay-Z or Diddy, but multiple celebrities have um usually settle out of court. If they get anything, and the person, usually the attorney works pro bono, meaning they only get paid if they win the case, where they don't want their name like you know out there in a negative way. And Jay-Z definitely comes across as one of those people. So does Diddy, but Diddy's also got a track record allegedly where I don't even think he is like he. I mean, the record label is Bad Boy. He's definitely showing you that hey, we got that name for a reason. You know, allegedly. But with Jay Z, he's always the clean guy image. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't do the drama. Granted, that one time I will think of, and I don't know if you remember this, and I'm probably about to jog your memory, where he was in that elevator with Beyonce and so
Blonde, yeah,
yeah. Now
mm-hmm.
I've always wondered, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have always wondered. I mean, I'm assuming, right? She didn't just
Beyonce was smiling. Keep note of that.
no,
Okay,
she just was chilling. She ain't get into it, no nothing. This is my
loved it.
question. I ain't gonna say all that because
I think
nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. Because had that been the other way around, his ass would have been locked up. Let's just keep it 100. He would have been locked up if he was putting hands on her.
it's
However,
an astute observation.
however, to play devil's advocate, I don't think she was just doing it just because she felt like it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious what triggered that. You know what I'm saying?
You
Nobody,
know darn well that that looked like she had been holding that in for years. Like she done
but
wanted
something triggered,
that.
something set it off. What was the straw that broke the camel's back? She's never spoke
Maybe
on
this
it.
is the straw. Maybe he'd be a little bit touchy feely and weird.
Maybe so, but I don't know. And then also one thing that's always stood out to me, even though they're both legal consenting adults, it doesn't help that I believe there's a huge age gap between Jay Z's age and Beyonce's age. Um, don't quote me on that. Matter of fact, Google that real quick on your phone while I read through this article. Tell me the age difference between the two, and then I'm gonna get to this real quick. So I want to make sure we cover as much as possible. It says Tony Buzbee, who filed the suit on behalf of Jane Doe, tells TMZ Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me in my farm. He even filed his frivolous case under a I'm not even going to attempt that word, but what he fails to say is a recent statement is the firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of the alleged victim and that the victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation, which basically I'm pretty sure she didn't just want to mediation for the people who don't know. So there's mediation and litigation, right? So mediation means that you guys come to a formal agreement and you agree to settle out of court. Litigation means you're going to take it to court, which is more expensive. But I'm very curious what she was asking for. JC saying that she was asking for a bag. She's saying that that's not what they asked for. So it's like, what else could she ask him for? Like a public apology or you know what I'm saying? Some tells me it had to be money, man. Allegedly. Um, did you get the ages on them real quick? The age
Oh, I got
difference?
a lot. I got a lot. Okay,
I
so
don't.
basically,
Oh God.
the age difference between Jay Z and Beyonce is 12 years and 3 months. Um, Jay Z is 55, Beyonce is 43. However, they didn't start dating until she was 19, but they had met originally when she was 18.
18 is still a legal. That's a legal
It's
age.
still a legal age, but you know that it like 18 is such a problematic age because it's like we're like even just the thought of waiting for someone to turn 18 is like a little bit weird.
I agree. However, where I went to school, I have seen that happen as well. I ain't gonna say that was their intentions, but it kind of just happened. Like, um,
And
yeah,
then some people do meet like later in life as adults, in their like
yeah,
30s and 50s or whatever, and they're like, "Well, we're adults now. Who cares?" And it's like, "Well, you weren't even alive when I was in high school." It's like, "Well, do you care?" Nope, I don't either. Okay.
right. So I mean, to be honest, if they met at if they did everything at a consensual age, there's nothing you. We've seen this happen. One person that comes to mind, probably catching a stray right here, is the rapper Tyga, and who was it? Kylie. Uh,
Kylie Jenner.
yeah, that was different. That's the nicest way I can put it. But it is what it
I
is.
feel like that was I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
that's like a celebrity world though. Like everyone's looking like this is weird, but then it's also like, but who would a celebrity date? But a celebrity, and the pool's kind of small. So
Yeah, true. I can see that. But it says, since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me. And this plaintiff, his conduct has had the opposite impact. She's embodied and very proud of her resolvement. So she's glad they finally took action on this one. But my thing is this: Jay-Z's obviously been fighting this behind the scenes, and one of the questions that I've seen that Fifth brought up is, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with this because you claim you watch football, but the halftime show, Jay Z's recently been in charge of, picking the halftime show, so the artist and, I
yeah.
don't know if he gets the official say so, but he brings a recommendation and they like come together and this and the third. Um, I say all that to say, like, he's definitely, I'll say the positive side because I know we can think of the Little Wayne situation where I feel like he should be doing it because the Super Bowl is actually going to be in New Orleans this year, which is where Wayne is originally from. Um,
Yeah.
but they were saying like Wayne got snobbed on them. But also, I'm gonna give Jay Z credit where credit is due. Before he got on the team and started helping, There was a lot of we didn't see a lot of hip hop, you know. I'm gonna say it like that on there, right? So we definitely needed something over there. So I mean, it's a start. It's some progress, you know. We've seen Dr. Dre in them. We got Kendrick coming up. We
They're
have
starting to make it more of a mix, but they still try to appease to the general public.
all right, nice choice of words right there. Thank you, because I know how you would say this outside line.
Don't do me like that.
It says Diddy's lawyers tell TMZ this amended complaint, which basically means that originally it was just Diddy on the lawsuit. They amended it to add Jay-Z on there, is what I got from it. It says in recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Buzbee exposes his barrage lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are: shameless and publicity stunts designed to attract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has a full confidence in the facts and integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never SA'd, and you can take that what that abbreviation is for, or traffic anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. This is my thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with I've never done it, but there's been situations where people say like, yeah, I had to fly somebody in, and ironically, I actually was just telling you what happened over a weekend. This and the third. Don't say anything. But anyway, that could be considered technically a form of trafficking when it's technically a mutual agreement. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, if they're of age, and you know what I'm saying, if you want your boo to come, like, it's no different than if your boo like, I'll come chill with you, but can you give me some gas money, this, that, and the third? Is that S traffic?
What's funny? A little bit, yes, because this is literally an episode on SVU. This is literally an episode where people would specifically fly into certain states where the law was real funny so that they could be real funny.
Anyway, I don't think, like it just, I think it's a gray area is how I look at it. It says where we at, Jay-Z has been sued for, and they're saying the D word here, which is saying like, I'll say this, like adult options, and R-ing a 13-year-old girl in the lawsuit tied to the disgraced rapper Diddy, which the music mogul is calling a blackmail attempt. In documents obtained by TMZ, Jay-Z is named by an anonymous accuser who says the rapper and Diddy provided certain substance to her, and I'm paraphrasing here, in 2000. So pretty much, this is another thing too. I've asked again. Think about it. If this happened in 2000, this is 2024, so this is what, 24 years ago, give or take. Bro, come on, man. But at the same time, like you said, all it takes is one person to, I guess, crack the egg to get everybody started. But it definitely makes me question, But I'm not saying the story's not true. I'm not saying it is true, but it definitely makes you question, And
for all you know, how do you know Diddy ain't the one who added him in there when they were going over his alone? He was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! That wasn't even me. I wasn't the only one in the room."
My thing, Diddy was already locked up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my thing is this: I highly doubt. This is my thing. Why I think that's not a thing. Diddy's not checking for these civil lawsuits. He's in there for the feds. Keep in mind the civil.
You're gonna tell me if you and I.
The civil stuff is just money, though. He don't care. Not right. Not compared to the federal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, hell, I'll tell you what really did Diddy in my opinion, was the Cassie video that got leaked, and I put that in quotations. That was not a good look for Diddy, man. You know what I'm saying? That was not a good look.
That was just the cherry on top. But still, like, you're going to tell, like, I can fully see it being like a canary thing. Like, I'm not going to be the only one sitting here, bro. Like, y'all will sit for something too.
Nah, I think Diddy's a ride or die, dog. No disrespect.
It takes more than one person to throw a party, bro. Like,
true, but Diddy's got the money to hire everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's not like one of those where it's like, I'm moving. Let me
think about it. In their type of realm, would people really come to a party that was mostly just him and all his servants? or like him and all the other Freaky
I
Weeky
mean,
boys.
you can invite guests. There's not that. Yes, he's gonna have a guest list, but I mean, to get it set up, these guys play all the planners and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, now what you do when you get in there, I don't know how it goes. I've heard scenarios where, again, this is all alleged, and I think the case got thrown out. And I hate to bring this back up, but apparently he was having one of these quote unquote freaks offs, and he had what they call he has a personal chef. Apparently, he used to allegedly, they said during the moment, like while he had these little freak offs, he'll come out and take breaks like with nothing on in front of that person and be like, make this for me, this, that, and the third. Go back in, come back out. And but it got thrown out though. But I mean, people have made these allegations against him for years, is what I'm trying to get at. So that one was kind of weird for me.
Oh gosh.
Again, allegedly, I don't know, but it says the plaintiff who is suing as Jane Doe says that the alleged assault occurred at an after party following the MTV Video Music Awards. The accuser originally filed a lawsuit against Diddy in October, in which she claimed that the Bad Boy Records founder and the unnamed celebrity proceeded to assault her while an unnamed female watched. I'm very curious because I've heard that too. I've heard rumors as it could be from the legs of J Lo or Beyonce. Again, we don't know, but I'm curious what was a female just doing there just to watch. But I mean, and why would they
I
not?
feel like it's Beyonce because Celebrity Beast, it seems so coded.
And my thing is this: like, if all these people were there, and I'm not saying this is not a truth, but I'm a firm believer that not no one person can keep a secret. So if more than one person is there, I feel like
I
somebody
don't
has had
know.
to. I don't know, bro. Like I'm just saying, like,
The early 2000s, I feel like everybody's fame wasn't as secure. You know what I'm saying? Like it was very like I feel like everyone who was popping and coming up then probably was like walking on eggshells. There probably were some people who were probably like, this seems weird. But everybody else seems like they're down and this is just what we do. So I guess I have to just fall in line or
all right,
not take my next
valid,
invitation. I don't know.
valid point. I don't want to agree, but you got a valid point.
Cause it's almost like I still would really like a feature on my song, but no, don't keep that baby oil to yourself, sir. But I would still love a feature. You feel me? Like
Wow, I can see that. I actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it moving though. It says the accuser has since named Jay-Z as the other celebrity in the alleged assault, as she refiled a lawsuit against Diddy to include the Empire State of Mind rapper on Sunday. Jay-Z reps have responded to the lawsuit with a statement saying the rap mogul, who is said has determined to accuse the accuser of fraud. I'm not going to read that whole thing because it's a little long-winded, right? Okay, but in so many words, they pretty much gave an examples where pretty much what I got from it, he's saying like, why didn't y'all file a criminal case versus a civil case then? And everybody's answer to that is because there's so many years you can file a criminal case against somebody. And I feel like the word we're looking for here is statute of limitations, where after a while you can't file it against somebody after it's been X amount of years. Now that varies from state to state. And so civil stuff, I feel like it's a little bit longer. So they could definitely file that. And that's why they're doing it. But allegedly. But at the same time, that is my thing too. Why didn't you get something started when it popped off? But we can always contradict that and be like, well, maybe nobody believed them. Maybe they didn't have the money. Because again, to file a lawsuit against somebody, not cheap. And you're about to file a lawsuit against a top dog, you got to find an attorney that is willing to take your case on pro bono. And maybe back then they're like, oh, hell no, I'm not taking this on. You know what I'm saying? So now, where let's just say with the economy and everything, times are a little tight. So hey, yeah, we gonna do what we gotta do. Everybody, I feel like is in survival mode, low key too.
yeah.
Um, it says he continued that my only heartbreak is for my family, my wife, Beyonce, and I will have to sit with our children down. And one whom is the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn you yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to ensure such at a young age. It is unfair to have to try unstand um, degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirits. So this is obviously the attorney talking here. Um,
That's a stretch, but yeah.
my thing is this: I think like I get what he's saying, but I mean, do you think their kids go to like regular public school though? Let's
No, here's the thing. They go to like the celebrity kids schools, the private schools. And then on top of that, you're gonna tell me that Blue and Beyonce don't got their own mind to be like, what do that have to do with me?
yeah, I'm about to say they probably don't care if I had to guess, right? I
No,
don't
I
know.
really don't think Blue cares at all. I really feel like she'd be
Yeah.
like, if y'all don't mind your business,
But
okay.
this is also the attorney speaking because they got to represent their client, and they want obviously they're trying to hit it where it hurt. You know, they hit him where it hurts.
Yeah,
They
but
got
you
to
can
represent.
definitely tell that was a stretch to
Yeah,
that.
I mean, yeah, but they got to do what they got to do. Um, it says Diddy, who's arrested and indicted on charges of racketeering and X trafficking, saying that for YouTube purposes, back in September is facing a numerous of SA allegations across a various of lawsuits. He has previously denied all allegations made against him, but you know he's still being held without bond. So we're gonna see how this all pretty much turns out. We got like another 5 minutes. We're gonna be on here, so pretty much if you guys aren't familiar with who Tony Bixby is, he is pretty much a guy that's doing all the civil suits. It says Jay-Z was quick to respond to the lawsuit calling Buzbee a fraud and a deplorable human, which I'm assuming the guy is saying he has no heart. So, again, Tony Bixby, is he doing this for the money or is he doing this for the justice for his victims? You decide. Um, again, if he hits, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess because this legal shit is always going to bother me because I'm like, I still feel like you got to go like for that because even with Bill Cosby's situation, they had waited for quite some time, but he still had to go up on the legal side of things. But he had already settled the stuff. So I mean, to be honest, this is going to be a very tough one. And I feel like, all honestly, this whole situation has been dragged out a little too long. Um, it does sound like a money grab. However, that doesn't mean it is. Um, but I think it's time we finally get some answers and stuff like this. But anything with the legal system, and you know as well as I know, the mother truckers do not move the fastest. And
No,
I guess in a sense they shouldn't, right? Because I mean, with stuff like this, you want to take your time and comb through this with a fine tooth comb. But attorneys are also designed where if you didn't file something right, you can get it dismissed. Ironically, don't mean you can't file again because I've had certain situations, not this, but where cases have been thrown out because motherfuckers didn't file shit right. Like if you even like case in point, you go to court, you saying this person did that third. If the documents aren't filed right, the judge can throw it out. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you do your job right. I've seen that happen time and time again too. Now
I
as
believe
far
there
as
was like one time I tried to file something, and it was when I was just like really heated and mad. And I'm so glad I was because I did fill it out wrong. That they called me and they let me know like this doesn't make sense. But if you would like to refile it, I sure did not.
yeah, yeah, same scenario here, probably. Filing stuff wrong. So pretty much the last little update for these last 2 minutes, we're gonna talk Diddy. We're gonna wrap things up here. It says Diddy's legal team says he can't prep for trial because he's being too closely monitored. Which I mean, you're in.
Hello, like what do you think happens where you are?
They have to keep a watch on somebody on the level of Diddy because if something happens to him while he's in there, I was gonna use the term care, but I'm assuming that's probably not the right word. While they're in there, while he's in there, what possession?
Custody.
Yeah, custody. There we go. Thank you. If something happens to him while they're in their custody, it's just gonna be just as worse. And especially with him being innocent till proven guilty.
But they
At that,
probably also don't want another El Chapo situation where all of a sudden, like, this man was digging a tunnel the whole time. Where is
well,
he?
well, that was different. When they got us at El Chapo, when they got him in New York, it didn't happen no more. But when he was, he kept being requested being, transferred back to Mexico, where he's not a citizen, so he's supposed to get transferred back to there. But obviously, I guess at some point they felt like that wasn't doing the job because he was getting out there. Because think about it,
Those are his people, babe.
There
Like
was
those are his
people, no,
employees.
exactly. I'm about to say, like, homie probably allegedly was taking care of the whole Mexico. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the type of money he's getting, he was worth it like what, like 85 billion or something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure he was like, yo, everybody. I feel like in his situation, it was one of those like, hey, everybody got a price. Come
Yeah.
on, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you and
What's your number? Give me your number.
yeah, allegedly, if you ever seen Scarface before, even when he got caught up and they were like, come on, and they were like, man, we got to do like, come on, fuck them, man, come on, man, look at this. Look at this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Which you don't want a piece of this. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but that's kind of how it goes,
We can
And
work something out here.
yeah,
You telling me we can't work something out here?
and then in Scarface, he was like, they were like, he's still gonna do a little. He's like, no fucking way. As far as like doing jail, they're like, no fucking way. And then he was like, put more up on the joint, like, no fucking way. Like, I feel him, but at the same time, I get it. It's not gonna look good.
Because you
But
can't explain it as a law officer. Like, so you're gonna tell me we told you go talk to that man and everything's all good. He's over there drinking tea, making biscuits. Yeah, he making tea, eating biscuits. Like,
pretty much. So let me finish this last little bit of the article. We'll wrap things up. It says Diddy lawyers are again calling into question the circumstances under which they say their client is being held in as a 2025 trial start date. So I think it's supposed to start sometime in either March or May. Don't quote me on that. But I'm gonna say this, like I said again at the beginning of the live. I feel like it's harder either way, but you definitely want to be fighting your case from like, not from behind bars. You want to be, home, being able to still work and make money. Like it's hard for him to be able to do the, keep bringing the stuff in. Diddy's one of those long examples of where you don't want to lose all your endorsements and stuff where he had to step down for a lot of his business because his name became, thrown in the public like that. And Jay-Z, I'm very curious if that's going to be the same thing that kind of happens with him as more and more information comes out. Because think about right now, I feel like everybody's in like they're in mixed like review. They don't know how to feel, So
some people, I was going through the comment section, reading articles and all of that, and like the masses are in distraught right now. They're scared, okay? Because some of them already said that, deleting R. Kelly wasn't that much for them. Deleting this person wasn't that much. But to delete a whole bunch of his songs, like, come on now. Like, that's albums on albums on albums.
Well, it's the same for Diddy. He's involved in so much music, you can't really erase his music history. And even with R. Kelly's situation, not gonna go too far into it. Say what you want to say. I'm gonna separate the music from his own stuff that's been allegedly put out there. Got some classics, some timeless. I'm just saying. So and so does Diddy, so does Jay-Z. Jay-Z's written a lot of stuff too. So is R. Kelly. So I feel like, honestly, some of these people you really can't cancel because R. Kelly's also written a lot of music for a lot of artists as well. You know what I mean? With that type of talent. Now again, I'm not saying on this personal stuff that he's been found guilty of allegedly or whatever. I'm saying musically,
rehash it. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll say this: work wise, he did his damn job. He showed up for work. I'll say that now.
What he did, can sing, okay?
Yeah, what he did outside of work, y'all decide. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my call. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap things up for the night. We've been on this joint for like an hour and 3 minutes. Pretty much, man, we just pretty much covered an update on the Diddy situation along that now that Jay-Z's been added to the lawsuit. And of course, at the beginning of the live, we talked Durk, where he's still behind bars, but I think he's going up for bail again. What it said, on December 12th. So I don't know if he's gonna get it, but it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, unless they can really put some together. Which, if he gets it, I'm assuming it's gonna be house arrest, ankle monitoring, and if he gets bail, it's gonna be super strict. But I feel like that's gonna be a very, very tough call, either way, and not cheap. So I'm gonna close out with this, and I'm gonna let you close it out as well. I'm a firm believer that you're innocent until proven guilty. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like you're on the same page as me. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up here on either one of these situations?
Definitely innocent until proven guilty. I still want to see how this plays out though, because you know me, I'm somebody who, if I get mad, like I have receipts, and if I'm blackmailing you, I got something in the chamber, bro. I'm not just talking out my like.
We shall see, man. I mean, right now, to be honest, either situation has got to be more to come out. So, um, I just feel like a lot of our celebrities that favor you and I, a lot of us are so being targeted too, man. So, again, I mean, this stuff isn't true or not true, but I definitely just want to wait for more information to come out. So, yeah, let's wrap things up here for Music Monday. Been on this joint for an hour and 5 minutes. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls. This is Music Monday. Sign up for the sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. I see you guys again on Wednesday with another sold out live, another sold out podcast. I have been in contact with Dunk, so hopefully he should be back on Wednesday. But if not, salutes to the homie. We're definitely going to keep it pushing, and when he's ready to come back, he knows he will always make room for him as well. Other than that, yeah, man, that's pretty much. My name is Jeremy Jones, and I'm gonna let my homie close us out for the night. And yeah, we'll have a good one.
All right, y'all. It was a good one. Thanks for hanging with us. Sorry, I was coughing here and there. I did my best to mute it, but I swear, as soon as we hop off here, I'm gonna take my tea and stuff. But you guys know it's Nav, and follow me at IG, Navia Elise. And I hope to, talk to you guys more.
All right, man. We'll see you guys again with Music Monday again next Monday. But I'll see you guys again on Wednesday with Sold Out. And yeah, we're officially out this thing for the night. So peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. If If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember? Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember? Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember? Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember? Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like